It's going to be Johnson now. Getting close now to the top of the order. So you want this pitcher spot. Always you want it to be an out, even if you get that here. They're going to try for a double steal. In the infield, up by Ruiz. Out over to first for out number one.
Well, that's some bunt right there. Moving up the base runners. Good execution, Gary.
That puts a couple in position to come across the plate. You talk about getting something done that matters. That's the case right there.
Now they're looking for the big hit. Well, this is the point where Roy Halladay really has to step it up, Gary.
And ground ball to short. He's up with it. Out. That's one out. Oh, boy, here we go. They got the rundown going. Oh, boy, this is getting ugly quick. And two. How's that for getting out of the inning in style? They nailed the guy at the plate on a double play. So they're shut down again. That's 6 shutout innings so far. Both teams still looking for that first run here in Philadelphia. Thought it might be cloudy tonight, but you know what? The stars are overhead here at Citizens Bank Park. And it's Hunter Pence in the box now.
Now coming into this game, he's got to have some confidence because he picked up 2 hits last time out, so got to be seeing the ball pretty well.
Got a tie ball game here, so you got to be ready to react. So they've got both the righty and lefty throwing.
And I suspect the manager's going to use both of them to be able to handle the situations and matchups through the rest of the inning.
1-0 now. That swung on, hit on the ground. Friedberg. Oh, and a wild throw. So they can't make the play. And that's going to bring Chase Utley to the plate.
Some kind of phenomenal. Game from Johnson today. He is on top of it.
We have seen a great pitching performance on the mound and a tremendous use of that strike zone that's been on display here.
Well, he's had a great rhythm going in this game today. He's not afraid to move the ball around.
Now the Phillies took the loss yesterday. Now looking to rebound. Quickly, they hope to claim this series 2-1 against the Marlins. First pitch to him. Davis making contact, but he'll foul that one away. Pitching unable to get it done in the 10th of that last one.
And it was a heck of a battle up until then, but they just couldn't hold on.
Davis again fouling it off. Holiday with the delivery. Rings him up. You talk about dominance in a baseball game, you're seeing it here on the mound.
I'll tell you, there's not a hitter in. This lineup that has a clue how to hit this guy.
What he wants now is that shutout. Avila will get his chance at the plate now. Flew out last time, and that is in there. The go-ahead run on base. He's going to try to stretch it. Then take a look at the teams doing their best to get on base. Brought to you by State Farm. The Marlins #1, Pirates in 2nd, in 3rd the Nationals, the Cubs 4th, and #5 the Phillies rounded out.
Well, you kind of expected these two teams, if you've watched them all year, to be amongst the league leaders in on-base percentage, and that's exactly what they are. They make the pitcher work. Some people might think, well, this is boring baseball. All they do is work the count, work deep counts. But the bottom line is they win games because they get that starting pitcher out of there to get to the bullpen because of the pitch count.
Fouled away.
Foul!
Oh.
And there's Avila after the stolen base. A swing and a foul off to the right side. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And Pence is there. And he gets over and grabs it with the left.
As a manager, you sit back and watch this guy out there dealing like that. The pitching coach just says, hey, go get him, buddy. You've got it completely under control.
And we've got Mason Tobin out on the mound as the Marlins bring in their boy pitcher needs to get an out here. If you don't, you're going to have the potential for a very big inning offensively. Here's your big time opportunity to put something up on the board. And Ryan Webb is the pitcher. He's brought in to take over for the Marlins. Called strike on a fastball, and it's 0-2.
There's 2 quick strikes. Now he's ahead 0-2. Let's see if he goes out of the zone and see if he can get the hitter to chase.
Struck him out, and he works out of big trouble, limited damage. And so 2 runs finally plate. They are in a strong position now because that might be enough. Philadelphia leads it 2-0. Bottom of the order to get things started. And if you just joined our broadcast, great to have you on board. 2K Sports Major League Baseball. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Krug. Webb in the batter's box. He's going to start the 9th inning. Squares to bunt, doesn't offer. Ball 1. It's going to be Taylor. He'll be the pinch hitter.
Well, now hitting for the pitcher in this situation, he just has to try to get on base and see if he can't get something going offensively.
It's fouled away.
Well, they treated their hometown crowd to a phenomenal pitching performance in this one.
Now we're going to award our... And we got to see a terrific performance. Davis into the batter's box. Well, Marlins coming in off a loss. They were hoping to take the series after splitting games 1 and 2. They ended up grabbing one game only against the Phillies in Philadelphia. And he'll step on first to retire the side. Washington. Is our city. Nighttime baseball here in the nation's capital on a gorgeous evening. Leadoff hitter is going to be Wilson Ramos. Last game a loss for Washington.
I've been watching him lately. It's been a rough spot for him right now. Not swinging the bat too well. Just 4 hits in his last 52 at bats.
And he hasn't been the same since the dog days of summer came our way. Just minimal production from him since mid-August.
DeJesus Jr. will be their new pitcher. They've decided it's time to bring a new arm into this one.
Well, the Nationals make this one easy at the end as they win by a wide margin. So many things gone right there, swinging the bats.
As we check out the highlight reel of our player of the game.
And for our listeners' benefit, and for you also, Gary, I would have liked to avoid.
And Steve, it seemed like they knew from the get-go they had it. And we've got Evelyn batting. Boy, pitcher. Needs to get an out here. If you don't, you're going to have the potential for a very big inning offensively. Here's your big time opportunity to put something up on the board. We've got Garrotti in the box. He'll grab a bat and hit here.
Well, a tie game, you have to make this move right now. Offense becomes critical, and then the ball
Towards the middle. He's got it now. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. So they pick up a run on 2. Kalish will look for something to hit now as he stands. Well, Marlins coming in off a loss, and they've got this game more opportunities, playing a 3-game series against the Nationals. Singleton scored his last time around. And starts him out here. He swings and nails a liner. Espinosa on the out.
This ball is absolutely scorched at the shortstop. He doesn't even have to move. To get the out.
Grounded out his last time through. Kingray is going to come on as a pinch hitter.
They're going to go to the pinch hitter in this situation, trying to get that big hit to bring this runner home.
That one goes foul. There's a swing and a line drive, and it's in there, the tying run on board.
Well, you just can't explain how valuable a pinch hitter is. A guy who can come off the bench cold and deliver a big hit.
Here is a chance for Alex Avila. Big opportunity for Miami. And the first pitch, swung on line to right center field, and he's on. That's the go-ahead run. And he'll come in to score.
Look, it's very interesting right now. That huge at bat cuts the lead to 1. Now let's see where this thing goes.
And it's Hunter batting. He's working now. This is a big at-bat late in the game.
Well, big 2-out at-bat in a critical situation. They need a big hit.
Fisher will be the pinch hitter.
Well, now hitting for the pitcher in this situation, he just has to try to get on base and see if he can't get something going offensively.
And that one is a fly ball. This could do it. And it's going to be Wynn. That's going to be a wrap. Final out of the ball game.
Gary Washington made the plays that they needed to when they needed to.
Now look at our player of the game. And Steve, that ought to send these. Bream up at the plate. He'll start us out here in the last inning of regulation. And with that right-hander warming up in the bullpen here, I'm not sure quite what they're thinking.
Well, with the left-handed hitter on deck, he's probably getting ready for hitters later in the lineup.
Darko will come in and pitch as Miami brings him in to close. And the bottom half of the ninth, 1-ball count.
Well, Gary, they're going to have to watch the slider. I mean, that is his put-away pitch right here, so you've got to be able to guard against the break on that pitch.
The 1-1 pitch. Taps this one foul off to the left.
Now, Gary, I mean, the other reason this guy's slider's so good, other than the movement on it, is the fact that he can throw it where he wants. He starts it on the corner and breaks it off the plate.
Fastball swung out and missed, struck him out, one away.
Well, he tried to get a piece of that one and at least foul it off, but that ball up and in, he couldn't quite catch up to it. Strike three.
Hudson into the batter's box. Grounded out last time. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. Ball. Just missed with the fastball. 1-0. Inside on the slider, 2-0. Here's the pitch. Swings and grounds this one to the right side, foul. And he fouls off another one. And he fouls another one off. And that's another foul ball. Swing and a miss. Slider, 2 down.
Well, the slider is his go-to pitch, and it's not surprising. You can see why. 2 strikeouts in a row on that hard-breaking, nasty slider.
It's Harrison at the plate. He's hitless thus far. The first pitch. Took something off, and it swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, he clearly fooled him right there. He had him thinking fastball, and he pulled the string on it, got him to swing right through it.
Swings on the 0-1 pitch. Can't hit it. Strike 2.
Well, clearly the pitcher's in control right here. This guy really struggles on the fastball when he's behind in the count, so look for the heat.
Good slider that time. Ruled the ball. 1-2.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
That's the last out. This ball game is now over.
Well, they treated their hometown crowd to a phenomenal pitching performance in this one. A big win on the shoulders of their pitchers.
We'll take a look at our player of the game, delivering the goods for the ball club in this contest.
Well, every time you hand the ball to the guy before a game as the manager, all you want him to do is try to get deep in the game with as least amount of runs as possible. And that's what this pitcher gave him. Getting into that 7th inning with giving up absolutely no runs and turning over that bullpen to close it out strong also is a great day for this team and a big win.
And Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Well, no question about it. They get the win in a close game, a lot of excitement.
Davis into the batter's box. Steve, you got to Like the odds right here. You get that base hit, and all of a sudden this game changes.
Now, if he hits one over the ball, too, it completely changes the complexion of this game.
They've had to battle back. Here's a chance to get the lead. To deep right center. And it's going to be McCutcheon. That one's grabbed. Side retired. Well, they do load the bases on 2 hits, but can't push across any runs. Well, they're going to be. Lots of snow cones and ice cream sales here today. Anything to cool you down. He's at bats. How's he starting them? Let's take a look.
Well, throwing a first pitch strike is critical to success for a major league pitcher. They'll tell you that time and time again.
He's running toward second. Swung on line to right center field. And that is in there, the go-ahead run on board. Little warm-up action going in the bullpen. That's a right-hander up and throwing.
Well, they're going to wait for the right-handed hitter on deck to get announced, and then they'll probably make the move to the pen.
Great opportunity for Miami. It's going to be Taylor. Took a called third strike in his last time up. A shot up the middle. It's another one down. That'll score a run.
This might be the end of the line for him now. 3 straight hits. He looks exhausted out there right now.
Grimmage settles in. See this lineup. Wow, if they've been able to create some opportunities, they are executing. They've got it tied.
He came up big in that critical situation.
Swung on a fly ball heading towards the corner and right. And that's going to do it. Tabata puts it away, third out. So they pick up 4 hits in the inning and 2 runs across. And the Pirates, it'll be their turn coming up. And we've got Montero batting. He doubled at his last appearance. And Nick Cagadon is the pitcher as the Marlins bring in their reliever. Singleton scored his last time around. And starts him out here. It's strike 1. Can't make contact on the fastball.
2 outs here in the 7th inning. You need to make a play behind your pitcher. He's going to pitch the contact. Somebody's got to step up, make the play, get the out, and then get back in there and see if you can score some runs and add on to your lead.
And this is bounced foul to the left side. Here's the delivery. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. That's caught. Side is retired. Little warm-up action going in the bullpen. That's a right-hander. Curtis up now. He's going to get a start. 8th inning. Owings with the delivery. Bell ground ball. Brackman. Bad throw. Now our State Farm leaderboard. The teams with the highest on-base percentage. The Pirates, number 1. The Marlins, 2nd. The Nationals, 3rd. The Cubs, 4th. And number 5, the Phillies rounded up.
Well, you kind of expected these 2 teams, if you've watched them all year, to be amongst the league leaders in on-base percentage, and that's exactly what
he's going to try to steal third. Drops down a bunt. He grabs it. There's 1. But he'll hang on to that, so they will get 1.
Look where he placed that one right there. Take a look at it. Perfectly placed.
He is out at first, but the damage was done around the bases. Those runners now in. position to score.
That's good situational baseball.
Hunter settling in. Well, the opportunity is here. Pitcher in a spot right now. You get 2 outs to work with, and you got the top of the order coming up. Fisher will be the pinch hitter. And 0-1. Owings kicks and delivers. Picks it up. The throw. There's one. Over to second, not in time. You'll be safe. They'll get just one.
Well, the National League has some real tough teams, guys. Here are the Miami Marlins sit right now. First in ERA, first in home runs, and this high-power offense, #1 in runs scored. That's really the...
This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. And he's there to retire the side. Probably thinking about the matchups here as we check the bullpen. Left-handers throwing.
Oh, that's right. I think they're getting them loosened up to face.
Up with us, hi. I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. It's Miguel Montero to lead it off. Called out on strikes in his last appearance. It's going to be Andrew.
Now, Pittsburgh hitting on all cylinders today, Gary. A lot of things going right. Able to pull out a very good ball game.
Now, our player of the game, and I don't think it's going to be a surprise. He's got our pick in this contest.
Well, anytime you have 3 legs of the cycle.
And Steve, they're able to put this one away in the record books. And Brackman is in the box. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates coming off a win. They ended up with the edge, going 3 for 4 in the series against the Marlins in Miami.
Well, and this is a team that's starting to find its flow right now.
To right center. That's 2 gone.
Well, that's a huge out right there. Now with 2 down, they've got a legitimate chance of getting out of this inning with the game still tied.
And the opportunity is there for Andrew McCutchen. 2 men on and 2 men out. And the first pitch, a swing line to left center. And it's through. A base hit from McCutchen. And they bring him home and take the lead. So now the WPA graph will show us how much of a difference that run batted in means with their chances of victory. And we've got Montero batting. Steve, you get that feeling right now this offense is not going to be stopped. They've got themselves a lead late.
Well, they needed that one right there, Gary. That was a big attack. Now they have the lead. Now they're looking to add on to it, too. Take the pressure off the late inning pitching.
First pitch on the way. Hit in the air. And that's the 3rd out. That'll do it. So they scratch across a run. 3 hits and a couple left on. Pittsburgh's got the lead. Lead of the lineup coming to the plate. And if you are just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne along with John Crux, Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. And it's Jay Bruce in the box now. Fly ball. That ends up foul. There's a swing and a ground ball. Curtis, out, 1 away.
Now, rank-wise, let's take a moment to see how the Reds are doing this year. 2nd in home runs, 2nd in runs scored. And while the hit numbers, they need to improve right there. The offensive production, not quite what they're looking for. They need to make more contact and put the ball in play.
Francisco up now.
Managers face so many different decisions during the course of a game. And as the game goes on and it's close, those decisions become much more critical to success or failure.
He's hitless thus far. Last game a loss for Cincinnati. First pitch was a strike, 0-1 now. That last one, the offense really not getting it done.
Nah, just 1 run scored, and that's not going to get it done. These bats have to come alive in this game.
Lined foul towards 3rd. Here's the pitch. Wound offer there, and it's 1-2 now.
1 out right here in the 8th inning. Obviously a critical time of the game right now as we're getting short. Offensively, they need extra bases. They need a double. Get in scoring position. Get a triple here. Get yourself in a position where maybe a productive out scores a run.
Tried to get him to chase the fastball away, 2-2.
A great movement on that 2-seam fastball, trying to start it on the corner, running it off the plate. The hitter just laid off.
Fastball well off the mark, and it's full 3-2.
A good action on that pitch, running away, but it's a ball you have to get down to the zone. Don't throw it up.
Three-2 on the way. Lost him, ball 4. Potential tying run is on.
Well, you know, the pitcher's really tired right now, and you have to think that his confidence is a little bit shaken. That long at bat right there, he had a chance to put the hitter away, and now he has to go from the stretch to try to keep this inning from getting out of hand.
Carew is batting. He flew out his last time up. Baldelli, here we go. 0-1. Safe. He gets in there.
The throw too late right there. He's able to steal second base, sliding into the bag.
That's something he's going to try again if he can get that kind of a jump.
You know, Gary, in the replay, he didn't have that much of a leadoff either.
There he goes, headed for 3rd. And he is safe, just beating that throw.
I like this steal, Gary. Stealing off the pitcher. Got a good lead and beat the throw.
That pitcher took a look back but decided not to throw, and that's costly. Swing and a miss on the slider. 1-2.
But with the swing like that, there's no wonder why he's getting sliders right there. Tough pitch to hit out of the ballpark, but give the hitter credit. He's trying to do it anyway.
Down on strikes there. Nice piece of pitching work.
This one's right down the middle. He just swung and missed at it. Better check his bat for a hole. They're going to go to the pinch hitter in this situation, trying to get that big hit to bring this runner home.
2 outs, a runner 90 feet from scoring at third. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Inside on the slider, 2-0. The pitch. There's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. And taking a look out there in the bullpen, their closer's getting ready to go, finish off time.
Well, it sends a message to the team that we think this one's over. We're sending out our stopper.
So they can't push any across here in this half of the inning. Now, here come the Pirates. It's going to be the home half of the 8th inning. We'll see Harrell take some swings. He'll start things off, bottom half, 8th inning.
Gary, I think you're losing a little something here.
There's a swing and a smash. Bruce will field. Didn't have a problem getting over there in time. Here are some teams that have really been seeing the ball well. The highest batting averages for the last 10 games, courtesy of State Farm. The Mets, number 1. Second, the Dodgers. In third, the Cardinals. Fourth, the Pirates. And number 5, the Phillies rounded out.
The real deep lineups right here. You see these offenses, the ability to put the ball in play, pick up the base hits, and continue to force the defense to try to make plays.
Here we go. Here's the first pitch. And Colemeter tries inside for a ball.
Well, anytime one of your middle relievers throws over 45 pitches, you got to wonder how much more he has left. Might want to get someone else up out there.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses badly. He's behind 2-0. There's a swing and a line drive. That one's gloved.
And now we've got a moment to see how the Pirates are doing this year, rank-wise in the National League. First in batting average with runners in scoring position. And they're also number 1 in hits, a lineup that puts the ball in play, finds holes, and gets themselves on base. A real bonus to scoring runners.
They've got Chapman ready to hit. Grounded out his last time up. First pitch on the way. Slider stays inside. 1 ball, no strikes.
Trying to throw it in on the hitter's hands right here. Trying to get him to flinch and open up. He just laid off the pitch, didn't get the strike.
Here's the 1-0. It's fouled off. Here's the pitch. Hot shot towards the hole. Past Stornicki. He'll throw one to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. Well, that was a quick inning right there. 7 pitches. Pirates 3, Reds 2. Another chance for the leadoff hitter coming up in the inning. Alonso is the batter. He had a single in his last time up. And on the mound, we've got Joe Hanrahan. They've decided it was time to make a change here. Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch, 1-1. Fastball gets away from him there, 2-1. Fouled away. That one put in play, and it's going to be fielded by McCutcheon. One away.
Went out here in the ninth inning, and obviously in a situation where you're looking for outs, and you can't allow somebody to score, but if you can get an out, do what you need to get it. Well, now hitting for the pitcher in this situation, he just has to try to get on base and see if he can't get something going offensively.
Takes a swing at that fastball, can't connect. 0-1. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. Out number 2.
Now we're counting down right here. They got one out left in this game, and I think offensively you're hoping for that long ball, but you'll take anything. Give a base runner, get somebody on. Well, it's a luxury for the manager having a lefty coming off the bench like this guy. They go to him here, hoping it's the right move against the right-handed pitcher.
Fastball misses away. 1-0. Line drive left of the bag and foul. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. And that's going to be a base hit. Tying run is on.
Well, anytime you're sitting on the bench, it's hard to tell what a pitcher's really throwing unless you get in that batter's box. You come off the bench very cold like he was and delivers. That is huge.
And Heisey's got the bat ready to go. Last time up, flew out. And starts him out here. Makes contact. It is going to be fouled. That fly ball deep and off to the left. Oh! Well, he's running, taking off for second. And it's not in time, and he beats the throw.
Well, he gets a real nice lead off right here and slides in to beat the throw.
With that great speed, you just can't let him get that far off base. Had no chance on that one. Towards the middle. Ooh, look out, off the pitcher. And on to first for out number 3, and that's going to do it.
Now, Pittsburgh hitting on all cylinders today, Gary. A lot of things going right, able to pull out a very good ball game.
Now look at our player of the game, a standout performance deserving of the recognition today. And what a great thrill to witness a performance like we saw in this ball game from Andrew McCutcheon.
You know, Gary, everyone thinks that the home run's the only way to drive in runs, but not in this game today. This guy, every time he had runners in scoring position, he delivered for his team, and he cashed in when he got the chance in this one.
And, Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Well, no question about it. They get the win in a close game, a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and ready for the next one.
Thanks for being with us today. We hope you've enjoyed 2K Sports Major League Baseball. We wrap it up. I'm Gary Thorne with John Crutch, Steve Phillips, and our 2K Sports group. We'll see you soon.